What's up? What's up?
What it do, Bing Crew? It's your boy Savon Thomas back with another episode of Coffee and Comments. And today we're going to review the show 20-somethings Austin, reality TV show. I'm not a huge reality TV fan anymore, but this one caught my attention because it was based in Austin. And if you guys don't know, I live in Dallas, but I'm born and raised in Austin, Texas, Pflugerville specifically, if you know where that's at. Born in Austin though, but raised in Pflugerville. And so I was like, man, it caught my attention because it said Austin. So I was like, you know what? Let me watch it. I knew it was reality TV, and a lot of reality TV can just be trash. A lot of drama, a lot of just arguing. And I used to watch some of those shows in the past. Like I used to, when I was in college, I was the biggest Jersey Shore fan. Like GTL. I was a big Jersey Shore fan. I was partying back in the day. Like, again, this was when I was in college. Fun times. Jersey Shore was a show back then, and I absolutely loved it. And so this, I mean, again, I haven't watched too much reality TV. I know a lot of people are into like Housewives of Atlanta or stuff like that. Like all these different reality TV shows. Kardashians obviously are a huge one. And so this one's a little bit different. If this one felt more like real world to me, like type style of show, you know, if you guys watched that back in the day on MTV. But again, it's called 20-somethings Austin. It's in Austin. There are there are 4 girls, 4 guys, both live in different houses. You have a guy's house, you have a girl's house, you have different characters. I mean, only one person's from Texas, which that was a little bit different for me. I was like, I thought there would be at least one person from Austin on the show. Like I wish they would have done that, because that would have added more to it. Because if you had somebody from Austin on the show, then they can show people around. Like it could have been like a big deal for them, showcased it. But everybody's from different parts of the country: California, Florida, the Carolinas. There was one person from Houston. I think somebody from Arizona, I believe. I don't remember exactly, but you have 4 characters. The girls, you have Abby, who is wild. She's from Houston. That's girl from Houston. You have Isha, who is Abby's a white chick from Houston. Isha is an Indian girl from California, if I remember correctly. You have Natalie, who is a Mexican girl from Florida. And then you have Raquel, aka Roxy, who is from Florida as well. Then you have on the guy's side, you have Komari, who is my dude. I was like, this dude is cool. He reminded me of my best friend from college, a guy named Joseph Brown. And he just reminded me so much of Joseph. I was like, bro, Komari is Joseph reincarnated into a younger body. And so Komari, he's from one of the Carolinas. You have Bruce from one of the Carolinas as well. You have Dina Kiki, who was, I forget where he was from, maybe Florida, I'm not sure. And then you have Michael, who's from California. And so basically you have all these different roommates, you know, living in different areas. And it was one of the most drama-free shows that I've ever seen. Like there wasn't a ton of drama. There was a couple different, you know, scenes of drama, like a girl liking a guy, and then, you know, them not getting each other. Like Michael, like for example, the first episode, Roxy kind of likes Michael. She's trying to like throw hints at him, but he's not really catching it. He goes on a date with this 50-year-old lady, and she's like, what is going on here? And then she figures out that, you know, Michael, he reveals in the show that he's a virgin. And so she's like, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to touch that, stuff like that. And then you have Abby. Abby's really the most dramatic person out of the show. She gets with Komari. She also, Bruce eventually leaves. And she gets with the guy who replaces Bruce. I forget his name. But it's just, you know, she's the most dramatic person out of the entire show. The show is pretty drama-free. And so it's really just 20-something-year-old people having fun in Austin. And it showcases their life. And there's not a ton of drama. They're really good roommates. And for me, I enjoyed the show, but there was a couple things I didn't like. One, I feel like they cut out a lot. Like, I feel like more happened in that show than they showed. Like, I feel like there was, again, they wanted to make the show simple. It was the first season, and I'm not saying I wanted more drama. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it felt like they cut out a lot of the adventures. Like, they really didn't showcase much of them doing stuff. You saw them on the lake a couple times. You saw them looking at bats, obviously. They showed different dates that they went on. And they showed, like, comedic part. But I feel like there was a lot that they didn't include that the media cut out that normal shows would include, right? And I'm not talking about like sex or anything like that, like the scenes that they cover up the camera stuff. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about like just out and about, you know. It just felt like they cut out a lot from the show. So that was one of my complaints from the show. But then the second one was they should have showcased Austin more. Only thing you really saw of Austin was a couple of different like shops, maybe like there were kind of eclectic shops that they were trying to highlight. Obviously, you saw Town Lake and the Bats, which that's a big part of Austin, and really, I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else that they showcased. Nothing really more than that. Like they really didn't showcase Austin, the Round Rock Express as well. I mean, they're a baseball team in Round Rock, but there wasn't a ton of Austin to showcase in the show, and so that's my only two complaints of the show. It's like, you know, one, I feel like there was a lot that was cut, and then two, showcase more of Austin. I don't know if they're gonna do another season, and if they do, I don't know if they're gonna do it in Austin, but I mean, I'm sure they're gonna do another one of these 20-somethings, but I don't know if it's gonna like Austin continued or if it's gonna go to another city. But if you do choose to do it in Austin, showcase more, right? Like I get that, you know, TV shows and corporations, they have to work things out, but I mean, how do you go to Austin and not show HEB? Like how do they go to the grocery store and they went to HEB because you see the bags and you see like different stuff on the counters from HEB, but they don't show that at all, right? It's like if you're from Austin, there's no place other that you shop at. Maybe some obscure grocery store, but they went to Whole Foods. Like, come on. There's a lot. They didn't go to Zucker Park. They didn't go to different things. There's a lot of things that are Austin specific that they chose not to incorporate. Like they really didn't show 6th Street at all. There's a lot. And so I enjoyed it though. I mean, it was a fun, light, simple reality TV show that was not filled with a ton of drama. It was just people enjoying people. The roommates got along really well. There was a lot of good communication between the roommates. They got along really well. Everybody was friends with everybody. It showed each person's life and it playing out. Again, the only person that was really kind of drama was Abby. But other than that, it's a very simple show. Like it wasn't like an amazing show. Like it was. I wouldn't call this my favorite reality TV show ever. Again, Jersey Shore is kind of tough to beat, especially when I was living that life. But it's just a simple show. I don't have a like number to give it. Like I have 10 because I don't know how to really rate reality TV shows. But I enjoyed it. Would I watch it again? Probably not. If they had a new season and it is somewhere else other than Austin, probably not. Again, the draw for me was the fact that it was in Austin and I'm from Austin, so I want to see what the show was about and what they showcased. And so probably wouldn't watch it again, but I did enjoy it what I watched. So I watched the whole thing. Like I watched it in a couple days. So thanks for tuning in. That's my review. 20-somethings Austin. Coffee Comments out.